her.
I think he should go to jail. That's like child pornography.
He's a grown man. He shouldn't be picking on some teenage girl.
That's pretty up. Knowingly you killed some girl. How could you deal with that?
He should be arrested for the rest of his life.
And how do you think people that were tormenting her feel now that she's done this?
I don't know. Because I never understood, like, why would they treat her like that in the first place?
I hope they feel really horrible. I hope they feel like this for the rest of their lives.
Man, why did I do that to her? Why did I hurt her like that? She's gone now. Like, what have I done? If they don't feel that way, then that means they don't have a heart.
It just depends on the person and how big their like pride is. Like if they let themselves feel guilty.
I don't think they're going to entirely stop doing it even. Like, people still bully even after terrible things happen.
There's still people leaving comments like, I'm glad she's dead and she deserved it. Like, why are people doing that?
I don't know. When is she gonna see this, you know? Like, are you just doing it for your own pleasure?
They just want a reaction, and that's what they really feed off of.
People like to talk big on the internet.
Well, I mean, I've seen comments like that just on YouTube comments for the videos, like, oh yeah, this guy should kill himself.
It's another form of cyberbullying that needs to be monitored by parents, and it's the parents' fault.
They have no repercussions for what they do on the internet. They can say anything. And that's why people leave horrible comments on these videos. They feel like nothing bad is gonna happen to them. It's because it doesn't.
Like, what do you think should happen to the people that would leave comments like this on people's pages?
There's not much to do, you know?
They should have, like, their accounts revoked.
They should just have their like comment box removed.
Something should happen to them, like punishment, some form of punishment, but the reality is nothing's gonna happen.
How are they gonna catch all of those people? Kids find a way around everything.
I think that these websites should be shut down. You can't blame them that this is happening. They have no control over it, but they're providing the resources to let it happen.
And what about the rest of what she went through? How she had to keep transferring schools, but the bullying followed her everywhere.
Man, people are cruel.
I feel so bad for her. Like, I can't even imagine the feeling of not being able to escape something.
High school students, you know, they feel weak, so they pick on people weaker than them so they can at least, you know, have some power, and they find an easy target like someone who already has past problems, and they make it worse without realizing that, you know, that has very bad consequences.
Some people have said that she deserves some of what happened to her because of the choices that she made. What do you think about that?
Well, everyone makes mistakes.
All these, like, mean-hearted people are over here like, she deserved it. No, she didn't.
You can justify what they're saying, but at the same time, it's like, calm down. Just give the girl a little bit of, like, respect and decency.
She's just a kid. She doesn't really know any better. The whole point in life is you're gonna learn by messing up, and if she keeps messing up and you keep telling her, like, oh, you're never gonna get better, she's gonna start to think that life's never gonna get better.
At any point during her going through all of this, what do you think could have been done to help her?
She just really needed a friend.
Somebody could have stood up for her. I would have stood up for her.
Her friends could not have abandoned her. Just accept the fact that they did it and be their friend again.
In school, they want you to talk to your teachers, the principal, your parents. But it's tough finding someone who can actually understand because they're not going through it, you are.
Do you have any personal experience with being bullied or teased?
Yeah, in middle school, I was in theater. I was a theater kid. People would call it like gay. Even if I was gay, which I'm not, but it's like, even if I was, how would my sexual orientation affect you in the slightest? Now that gays become a slur, it's just another hateful thing that people can say to hurt a person, even though it really shouldn't be.
I've been made fun of in school for a lot of things, called gay, short, stupid, ugly.
Racist remarks sometimes. I used to be like kind of overweight back then, and people used to like call me like fat and stuff.
As a kid, like, I was just like trying to fit in so hard because I didn't really have any friends. They saw that I was trying hard and they just kind of like dismissed me. And then because they did that, I started getting really mean to everyone.
It was around 7th and 8th grade. None of the boys would date me because, they said I had a body of an 8-year-old little boy. And I laugh about it now because I also cry about it too, but I couldn't help it, you know? It's just mean how they would even say that. And when I got to high school, stuff about boys didn't really matter, you know? But stuff online got a little bit worse. You're gonna have it like your whole life, no matter what shape or form it is in.
I don't get picked on anymore, but then I see people who pick on other people. And at one point in my life, I also went through a small amount of depression. and I managed to get through it. Seeing stuff like that, knowing that I've been through it at one point in my life, it really pisses me off.
Karma will bite them in the ass one day, and it'll be awesome.
What do you do to keep yourself going and not let it get you down?
Well, I mean, it hurts, but I don't make a big deal about it. I just kind of keep it inside and then just like write about it so I can like get out my emotions. I mean, writing is a great tool. You just talk about how you feel to yourself.
I'm glad I have my mom and my dad because they help me a lot.
As much as a lot of kids hate to go to their parents, your parents know what they're talking about.
I just kind of ignored it. Like, I know life's gonna get better. 4 years is just a tiny % of your life.
Like, I usually just make a joke out of it. I don't need to fit in, you know? Like, I don't care about you guys. I'm gonna go off on my own, do my own thing that makes me happy.
High school is awful, and I'm always going to remember it as awful, but it's something I'm going to get past, and I'm fine with that.
And why